Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia, and today I'll be going in and showing you my everyday makeup tutorial and also going in and showing some tips and tricks for hooded eyes, as well as just showing some products that I really love and gravitate towards every single day. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, so first I'll be going in and finishing up my base. I've already applied foundation, and so I'll be going in with contouring next. So I'll just be mixing these three colors, and this is a light concealer palette by NYX. So I'll just be going in with this. And I kind of start at the base of my cheekbone just so that I can kind of highlight that cheekbone, and then I blend it up. See, some people start higher, but if you start a little lower, kind of where your ear meets your cheek, and then drag it down towards the angle of your lips, that highlights your cheekbone better, at least for my facial structure. And then I go in and outline my jawline. And then that's what I use this brush for. And then for the rest of my contouring, I usually use a smaller angled brush for my nose contour, and then I just mix those three colors. I'm fairly pale, so then I usually go in kind of with like the banana colored powder and mix it with the ash tone brown, and so it adds more of a natural feel to the contour. But it's just kind of playing with the lighting and enhancing the features that way. Alright, and then I do add contouring around my eyes just because I have I think I have smaller eyes, so I kind of like to enhance them and make them look bigger, and kind of contouring around them before applying foundation helps me with kind of creating that illusion of bigger eyes. And I have pretty hooded eyes as well. So if you also have hooded eyes and kind of want to find out some tricks to make them look bigger or elongate them, then these are just some things that I do to kind of like create that illusion. Alright, so now that contouring is done, I'll be going in with the rest of my eye makeup, and I use this Charlotte Tilbury palette. When I bought this, my mom dropped it on the floor, and so this color is completely gone, but it's okay. At least the rest of it wasn't broken as well. So I'm just going in with this shade and then mixing that with this one, and then I also go in with that banana powder from my contouring palette just so that it doesn't create such an intense shadow right off the bat, and so then it's easier to blend into that contour that I've already added to my eyes. And then just going in back with that banana powder to kind of blend it out, because you can always build up color to create more depth, but it's kind of hard to start out with a lot of pigment and then get kind of like that perfect blend. And then I go in with those two colors under my eyes as well, and I kind of pinch the brush. I know people use more of an angled brush, but I'll go in with that later. Alright. And then now I go in with this angled brush, and then I go in with this color, and then sometimes I mix it with this shimmery red shade, and then I just tightline my eyes. I think whenever I do eye makeup, I definitely make all those weird faces to kind of not stretch my eyes with my hands. But I kind of like going in with these reddish brown tones, just since I have hazel eyes. I think that's what you call it when your eyes change color. My eyes kind of change color between green and gray and blue. And so these reddish brown tones and purple tones really highlight and complement green and blue tones and eyes. So I'm just going in the inner corner and elongating it a little bit, kind of adding some depth, and then I go in on the side too. And then I try and get really close to my lash line. Almost like when you do your eyeliner. If you're really hesitant with using eyeliner, I definitely recommend using eyeshadow as a practice for eyeliner. If you have more shaky hands or are just not familiar with doing makeup, using an angled brush and going in with eyeshadow is really helpful for beginners with eyeshadow. I mean with eyeliner. Alright. And so then you can see that I've done this and this, and then the inner corners, and then above the lash line. And then since I've kind of already gone over it with eyeliner and it's my everyday makeup, I don't usually like something that's too heavy, so then I just go in on both ends of my eyes to kind of elongate them. And I go in with this Mia, which is this eyeliner that was gifted to me when I visited my sister-in-law in Dubai. And this is a metallic brown color, and I really love metallic brown eyeliners just because they're more natural for my skin tone and my hair color than going in with a straight black all the time when I kind of just want lighter makeup. And then I go on the inner corner and I add that depth to the eyeshadow that we've just done. Alright, and so I definitely feel like this elongates my eyes more and makes them look bigger. And then I even use the end additional product that's on this brush, and I kind of outline my under eye crease. So that my eye looks even bigger. And these are kind of just tips that I've learned off the internet for hooded eyes, and then I kind of want to balance out the top since the bottom is more color heavy, so I just kind of want to balance out that look. I'm going in on this side and this side and kind of leaving the middle a little bit open to still maintain that illusion of bigger eyes. Alright, so contouring and eye makeup is done, so next I'll be going in with lipstick. So I always go in with the NYX eyeliner, and this is in the color Pale Pink. And so I really think that NYX is a great brand for high quality products on a budget. And for lip liner, I haven't really noticed a difference in using higher quality lip liners versus using NYX lip liners. I think the main difference is just like the color selections that they have. But NYX has a pretty great formula that's pretty long lasting, and I don't like too much of a creamy texture because it's harder to control and build and it bleeds. Alright. And then for lipstick, I always go in with the... Alright, and for lipstick, I go in with this Peripera brand, either in the lip gloss or the lipsticks or the lip stains. I really love all of the formulas from this brand, and it's also super affordable. It's a Korean brand, and I haven't really found any other lipstick or even lip gloss that I use as much, maybe other than the matte red lipstick Ruby Woo, but that's kind of a classic that can suit anybody's skin tone. But these just wear so well, and then throughout the day, depending on which formula you use, it either stains your lips or just fades really nicely throughout the day. And so you don't really have to reapply. You still have like a different looking lipstick, but doesn't leave kind of like that center looking pale and then the outside looking like a ring. And it's just a soft formula that wears throughout the day really nicely. And then I also use this lip gloss, Lip Shine, as blush. I know that's probably strange, but it kind of adds a very glowy finish, so I don't have to go in with a highlighter. And then I just pat it out with my finger. And then sometimes if I add too much, then I go back in with my foundation just to kind of blend it back in. And then I add a little bit to my nose just to kind of go in with a little bit of color there. But this kind of adds a natural look to your makeup, kind of making it look more glowy finish instead of with other like powder blushes. I feel like I never really like that powdery look. I kind of always like that natural skin look, and I haven't really been able to achieve that same thing with powders. So maybe that's just my skin type. And so then I'm just gonna go in with a little bit more of my BB cream here just to kind of make sure that part is still lifted and highlighted. So let me go in with that real quick. So for my foundation, I always go in with this Missha Perfect Cover BB cream, and this is in the color number 13 Bright Beige, and it also has SPF 42, and so this just really helps me kind of keep that SPF coverage. I always do a base with SPF as well, just because in India, if I don't use SPF, it feels like my skin is literally burning right away. And so this definitely helps with that, just giving more coverage and skin protection. And I think one of the most underrated ways to have anti-aging prevention is using a great sunscreen. And I know that a lot of sunscreen is kind of hard to find something that's good that doesn't pill or wear strange underneath foundation, but I think the ones I provided in my skincare video really help with those issues, so I would go check that out if you haven't seen that already. And then instead of going in with a normal full coverage foundation, I always go in with this BB cream just because I feel like it really helps my skin texture as well as I wear it. Instead of feeling like a foundation, it feels more skincare like, if that makes sense, or more like an SPF, but it has pretty great coverage that's pretty buildable. So then I just go over my blemishes that kind of wear as I do the rest of my makeup. So then I just go in at the end and kind of touch up different parts that have been displaced. And then I also like kind of adding a little tiny bit here to kind of give some uplifting look to my makeup. Or here, if I haven't slept well. And then there's dark circles. And I kind of go in with just building this up instead of using concealer all the time. But yeah, I do have some hormonal acne at the moment, so I'm just going in to cover that up again. But yeah, it's definitely great and a buildable foundation and definitely a go-to. And they do have another formula, but it's more matte, and this is more glowy, so if you do want a more matte version, then they do have that. This, I think you could even mix with your regular foundation, and it would just add a nice sheer coverage to that. But yeah, so that's the foundation that I use. And then, yeah, that looks to be my makeup. I usually don't go in with any mascara, but if I do go in with this brown Pixie color. It is a brown mascara. The wand is pretty thick, but on everyday wear, I don't usually do any mascara. I also like the Anastasia mascara, and I've had like a sample size for like months, and I've never kind of run out of a mascara before, other than like if it expires. So I've just been trying this. Sometimes I'm not super into it as much as the Anastasia. I wish the Anastasia had like a brown color, but they don't. So if you guys have any brown mascara recommendations, I've kind of been eyeing that Charlotte Tilbury one, but I'm not kind of sure about it since it's a little bit red toned. But I'm really looking for a good brown one. This one makes my eyes water a little bit, and I don't know if Pixi products kind of do that for you guys too, so I'm not quite sold on it. But for mascara, I either go in with this one or the Anastasia one, and the Anastasia one never irritates my eyes. So that one I definitely recommend. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching, and that is it for this makeup tutorial. Go to makeup products list, and so let me know any other videos you'd like me to do, any other tips you'd like me to try, any other products. I am thinking about doing a video about fragrance dupes. I really love perfumes, and I do get a lot of compliments on different perfumes that I use. And so if you guys are interested in me going over any perfumes that I use, and I always try and find dupes for very high-end ones, since I always am fine with spending money on a high-end perfume once in a while, but then for everyday use, I really love finding a dupe that I can just wear every single day that smells just like those. So if you want tips for finding those, or any brands that you would like to look into, or just my reviews on those, then that is something that I'm looking into in an upcoming video. As well as I'm also considering doing a cover video, a song cover video, and maybe a cooking tutorial. So just let me know what you guys are interested in, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you guys.